I'm just looking here at the Grand Hunt Mastery, and last time, if you recall, we actually got a bolt of lightning from the heavens itself, and it barely even grazed us.
Yep. Kai's screen has been upgraded.
Kite screen.
Let's hear it then.
You can now mask your goodly aura.
About time.
And you can also alter your aura to give off false impressions. Not merely mask it, but actually, misinform.
Lone Wolf can alter his aura. Okay, interesting.
Grand Nexus has been upgraded.
Okay.
You can now use Kai power words.
Like Leroy Jenkins.
I don't think that's a Kai power word. Something like that, yes. It's basically you utter some really holy sentences and that cause things to hurt.
Would be sort of awesome if you could kill a Helgas just by uttering Hallelujah. Or whatever the hell that comes.
Wondering, if you suppose that at one point will be powerful enough to basically pull off the thing that Lord Soft does in Dragonlance, just killing things by pointing at them and just saying, die!
Anyway, the jangle of keys and the metallic squeal of a rusty iron bolt makes your pulse quicken. Moments later, the heavy dungeon door creaks open and two imperious figures step with caution into the dingy cell. They are protected by a dome of radiant magical energy, yet you can see enough of their features through the shimmering force field to recognize them to be Baron Kaldar and Guildmaster Baindon. Well met, old friend, you call out, but Baindon does not return your greeting. His countenance is one of fearful suspicion. Clearly he and the Baron suspect you of the evil impostor who has wrought havoc across Summerlin. Come now, Baindon, truly it is I, Lone Wolf. Won't you release me from these shackles? Baindon takes hold of a crystal pendant that hangs from a chain around his neck, and a wave of strong psychic energy washes over you. The sensation is deeply unpleasant, but you resist the urge to use your psychic kite defense to repel it. Instead, you allow this mental probe to access the recesses of your mind, and gradually Baindon's grim expression is replaced by a smile. He nods approvingly, and in an instant the magical barrier which protects the two men blinks out of existence. Release him, my lord, says Baindon. The Baron, caught off guard by the sudden disappearance of the medical shield and the Guildmaster's unexpected request, takes a step backward and reaches nervously for his sword. Have no fear, says Baindon, staying the Baron's hand, for we have here the real Grandmaster of the Kai. How can you be so sure, retorts Kaldar. Baindon smiles and points to the amulet that you wear around your neck. Look there, he says. No agent of Nor could tolerate the touch of that goodly artifact. Banish your doubts, my lord. This man is Lone Wolf. Kaldar removes his hand from his sword and heaves a sigh of relief. Thank ye, sheer you return to us, Grandmaster. Perhaps now the evil that has befallen Summerland will be avenged. The Baron summons his jailer, who unlocks the shackles that encase your wrist. Then, as the three of you hurriedly ascend from the castle dungeons to the great hall, Kaldar and Baindon confirm the account of events that you extracted earlier from the jailer. In addition to these facts, you also learn that several days ago an angry mob composed in main of soldiers and citizens from Homegard marched upon the Kai monastery. Firestone, the most senior of the new Order of Kai, pleaded with the mob for calm. Fortunately, they heeded his call and allowed him to send 4 Kai masters to Saiso, the city where the impostor was last sighted. Firestone has ordered these 4 Kai to track down and slay the impostor as quickly as possible. You are no doubt that this impostor is a formidable enemy, one who could easily prove more than a match for the 4 young Kai. Anxious for their safety, you request that you be allowed to ride to Taiso to join with them. Baindam is in agreement, but he suggests a swifter and sure way that you may reach Taiso. Moored to the tower of Baron Kaldar's castle is Cloud Dancer, the Guildmaster's skyship, which he places at your disposal. Gratefully, you accept his generous offer. You are keen to leave for Taiso without further delay, but before you depart, Baron Kaldar offers you the chance to equip yourself with weapons and stores from his well-stocked armory. Do you wish to accept his offer?
Do we
Can we
need
just
to?
have our old weapons back?
Yes, you have all your normal equipment.
Okay, good.
Do we need
you say that
something
before.
else than our bow, or should we just move on?
I think we have what we need.
Yeah, I think we're good. Did you say that before? I didn't hear that. Sorry.
Baron Kaldar escorts you and Baindon to the roof of his castle's main tower, where, hovering above, you see the great gleaming hull of the Guildmaster skyship Cloud Dancer.
I thought it was shut down.
No. Baindon's old vessel, the Skyrider, was shut down. You gave him that ship you got from that rich man, apparently,
Oh.
as a replacement. Bainton's really lucky to have a friend like you who'll just replace his magical ship like that.
The unambiguously gay duo.
Indeed. At Bainton's signal, a cage is lowered from the stern of this magical vessel, and after bidding farewell to the Baron, you are both hoisted aboard. The crew, some of whom are survivors from his previous skyship, Skyrider, are clearly agitated by your unexpected appearance. The sibilant hiss of their fearful whispers echoes softly along the deck. But immediately Bainton vouches that you are not the impostor who has terrorized Summerlord these past few weeks, and this swiftly allays his crew's suspicions. As you accompany the guildmaster to his quarters, the mood of the men and dwarves of the ship's complement changes. Respectfully, they salute you and welcome you with pride aboard their wondrous craft. Is someone playing cards somewhere?
No, I'm eating chips.
Oh.
It sounds like that. Okay.
I'd offer you some, but I can't reach through the screen.
That's okay. It just sounded like somebody was mixing up cards, and I'm just like, okay, who's playing poker now of all times? The cloud
maybe it's the chip bag. This.
Yeah, that sounds like it.
Yeah, that's the bag the chips are in.
Okay. The cloud dancer set sails and follows a southwesterly bearing for the city of Taiso, over 100 miles distant. The night sky is clear, and Giovanno, the ship's pilot, is confident that you will arrive within the hour. During the brief voyage, Bainton communicates magically with the elders of his brotherhood in Toran. He informs them of your safe return and tells them of your plans to track down the impostor. In response, they assure him that word of your return will be conveyed at once to the king in Holmgard and to your beleaguered kinsmen at Bekai Monastery. This glad news does much to lift your bruised spirits. It seems as if you have been aboard the Cloud Dancer for no more than a few minutes when a message arrives from the forward lookout. Taiso lights, due south. You leave Bainton's comfortable quarters below deck and accompany him to the prow rail from where you catch your first aerial glimpse of the distant city port. The warm lantern light of hovels and taverns shimmer like a captive cluster of stars within the city's protective wall. At the guildmaster's command, Giovanni begins the skyship's descent, and as the twinkling light looms larger, you're able to make out the silhouette of a grand castle that is perched on a headland overlooking the harbor. There's a destination, Lone Wolf, says Bainton cheerfully. The castle of Baron Tor Medar, the seneschal of Taiso. Guided by a circle of blazing beacons, Giovanni the pilot lands the skyship expertly in the middle of a paved training park located within the castle's expansive grounds. In Taiso, a curfew is in force, and the only figures lawfully abroad this night are Baron Meda's guardsmen, whose numbers have been doubled by a regiment of border rangers recently arrived from Holmgard. Bainton suggests that you stay on board until he has informed Baron Meda of the true situation. The guards of Taiso are under order to kill you on sight, he says as he gets ready to disembark. It would not be wise to show yourself, Grandmaster, until I have explained all to the Baron. You remain in his quarters while Bainton seeks an audience with Baron Meda. Shortly he returns with the Baron, who, upon entering the cabin, greets you warmly like a father welcoming home a favorite son. You will always be welcome here, Lone Wolf, he says, clasping your hand.
Have we met this guy before?
I don't know. You met so many royal people and seneschals and majors.
Because if we haven't, then that's kind of creepy.
I don't know. You might have. I knew in my heart that you were innocent of these crimes which have so shocked our people. You may rely on me to help you find this impostor who has sought to harm us and bring dishonor upon your good name. Yeah, okay, if you don't know each other, then that's really... He may be a fanboy with the way he reacts.
I do not really know.
You thank the Baron for his support and his pledge of loyalty. You tell him how pleased you are to be in Taiso after the months you spent abroad. Then come, my lord, let's adjourn to my hall, where you may enjoy the hospitality of my court, he says, and turns to leave the cabin. As he reaches the door, he says, oh, and by the way, there are some men waiting there who I'm sure will be most pleased to meet with you.
It's Vork back from the dead. Again.
The Baron escorts you and Bainton through the echoing corridors of his castle, past, what? I think I skipped a line there. Past watchful ranks of court guards and border rangers, to a hall which is lavishly furnished with Duranese oak and rare silken tapestries. Awaiting you there are a group of young men attired in hooded grey cloaks and close-fitting tunics. You recognize them immediately, for they are 4 of your most promising students. Kite Masters, Black Hawk, Starlings, Blazer, and Steel Hand.
Okay, seriously, one of them is named after a kind of shirt?
Which one would that be?
Blazer.
Oh.
Anyway, there's a picture of the group. So yeah, here they are.
Ah, hello there. Okay, can I add something here?
Yeah.
Am I the only one just looking at the uniforms and just thinking that the top of it looks like a damn almost modern era military uniform?
It is a military uniform.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it looks almost eerily modern.
Yeah.
But
I
yeah.
don't know much about the history of military uniforms, but I don't know if it's that modern.
No, that kind of things go a pretty good while back.
Oh.
So
Yeah, but I can sort of see it does sort of have a mid 19th to very early 20th century vibe to it.
Well, it's stylish, all right, but still, I just got the okay. Do you have machine guns with you?
Except for the case and hoods.
Yeah, true.
PlayStation.
Also, I just need to add, Starlings is probably one of the better, well, Kai names I've heard thus far.
Anyways, moving on.
Praise this year you return to us, Grandmaster, says Black Hawk, laying his right hand his right hand across his chest in the formal Kai salute. His companions breathe an audible sigh of relief as they too salute you and bow in deference to your rank. Stay easy, my lords, you say, smiling as you motion them to relax. It warms my heart and gives me strength to be with you again. We've heard the Guildmaster's account, says red-haired Blazer, and we await your orders, my lord. Upon your command, we will find this impostor and avenge the honor of the Kai. You're about to give your answer when a court herald announces the unexpected arrival of Lord Foylan.
Foylan?
Lord Foylan.
Try spelling it.
Foilan. Foylan.
That doesn't help.
Reeve Lieutenant of Tyso. The man charged with keeping law and order in the city. Upon entering the hall, he is momentarily taken aback by the sight of you standing at the Baron's side. Calm yourself, Foylan, says Baron Meta. This is the true lone wolf, not the impostor who stalks our land. What news have you? Sire, the Kai impostor had been sighted within the hour by rangers in the city's north quarter. They tried to take him as captive, but he slew 2 and wounded 3 of their numbers before escaping into the old necropolis.
Oh, crap.
The city watch now have both entrances to the necropolis secured. He will not be permitted to escape. Very good, my lord, retorts the Baron. So we have him cornered? If he's gone to ground in the old necropolis, says Bendon, he'll be hard to track down. The catacombs of that ancient burial field are vast. It could take months to search them all. Never fear, you say confidently. With the help of my able young Kai masters, I shall track and trap this impostor before dawn. Because there's no way that could ever go wrong.
Okay, bets on how many are going to survive. I'm betting 0.
Sometimes we return with 1 or 2 in tow, so...
Yeah, I would like to bet, but I believe I still owe, well, a lot of you, at least, I think it was 10 crowns because I lost some bet early on.
You lost a bet you yourself set up. So yeah.
True. So I'm a little not too bet happy at the moment.
Hey, my lord, pipes Starlings, elated by the thoughts of the hunt. We'll flush this cur from his hole before sunrise and bring him to justice. Guided by Lord Foylan, you take your leave of Bainton and Baron Meta and depart from the castle on horseback, accompanied by your eager Kai. During your ride through the twisting lantern-lit streets of Tyso, you learn from Foylan that there are only 2 ways in and out of the city's old necropolis, by its south gate and by its western arc. The impostor fled into the burial ground by the south gate, my lord, says Foylan, but that was more than an hour ago. He'll be deep underground by now. Do you wish to go in through the south gate or the western arc?
Perhaps the south gate. I don't know.
We could also go through the Western Arc, then he won't know that we're right behind him, because we won't be.
Yeah, I say that. I agree. Let's go through the Western Arc.
All right.